This world's moving insanely fast, as we all know. But between like supply chain shocks or regulatory updates and geopolitical shifts, and there's an overwhelming mountain of data. We just been talking about it, but how does your software keep up with the current events and filtering out the daily noise and only flagging events that actually threaten the company's bottom line?
So it's why we create a reality check. So the important thing, again, I'm sorry if your listeners and you are frustrated with me, but curation matters, right?
Yeah.
If I just, take this out of this conversation, when you go to a museum, people think about a piece of art and what's the environment around that representing it. There are people with degrees on the influence of textile on society. Context matters. So when I
Yeah.
wrote Risk in Action, it's not just facing the risk, but framing it in accordance with what really matters and how it applies to the organization, right? So when we run reality check, what I did is I simplified the process to a risk card. And that risk card is heavily defined by the organization. And so when we go scrape the World Wide Web, and I say that kind of sarcastically, but when we go scrape the world, we tell our agents only to look for it in this context.